If anyone's struggling, I hope that those two things can kind of, give you the support you need. But there's a couple of things I want to point out for everyone who's listening, just as takeaways, because Tom makes it so seamless when you're talking about it. It's really beautiful as well. But one of the things you mentioned was finding alternatives. And during my monk life, we always talked about how there was something that we called the higher taste. And it was saying you can never give up a lower taste unless you add a higher taste.
Sure.
And so there has to be a switch. There has to be a replacement.
Has to be a replacement, 100%.
And so the fact that you found alternatives, I think that's half the battle.
Sure.
Because most of us are trying to take something out of our lives and then you're just trying to fill it.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back to what you had before because you're not finding a replacement. So that was beautiful. And the second thing you said, which I loved, which was having this conversation and dialogue with other people. Someone who's 1 year ahead of you, someone who's 10 years ahead, someone who's 20 years ahead, who's gone through that process and they're open and honest and vulnerable about, well, you know what, I did have a weak moment, or you know what, this was really tough for me. And I think having those communities where you can talk about these things makes a massive difference. If anyone's struggling, I hope that those two things can kind of, give you the support you need.
Again, it goes back to the message of the show, is that like you should ask for help,
Yeah.
and you should feel empowered to do so.